For decades, everyone assumed crocodiles were just big, dangerous reptiles, nothing more. But new research has revealed something that honestly sounds like it came straight out of a horror movie. Today, we're going deep on the biology of what might be the most perfect predator alive. How do they dominate both saltwater and freshwater? And what terrifying abilities are scientists still discovering? Let's dive in. The perfect predator. Let's start with the basics. Saltwater crocodiles are the largest living reptiles on Earth. They live across Southeast Asia, Northern Australia, and parts of the Pacific. The average adult male, it is about 17 feet long and weighs around 1,000 pounds. But some individuals get much, much bigger. Meet Lolong. This massive crocodile from the Philippines measured over 20 feet and weighed more than 2,300 pounds. He was suspected of killing 2 people. It took 100 people and 3 weeks to capture him alive. Now, here's something most people don't realize. Crocodiles kill around 1,000 people every year. That's 200 times more than sharks. And unlike other dangerous animals, crocodiles don't mistake us for something else. They know exactly what we are, and sometimes they hunt us deliberately. But before you panic, remember this. Dogs kill way more people than crocodiles. The fear we feel comes from their alien appearance and incredible power, not necessarily the actual danger they pose to most of us. So what makes them such effective hunters? First, their skin. Those thick, armored scales called scutes aren't just for show. Underneath many of them are bony plates called osteoderms. These plates are so tough that they can actually stop bullets from small handguns. But armor is just the beginning. Their skin is almost completely waterproof, preventing moisture loss in hot, sunny environments. This same waterproof barrier protects them in saltwater, stopping the ocean from literally sucking the water out of their bodies. And yes, they can actually live in saltwater, not just tolerate it temporarily, but live in it indefinitely. How? Through special salt glands on their tongues that excrete excess salt. This adaptation is incredibly rare in reptiles and allows them to hunt everywhere from rivers to the open ocean. Scientists have tracked saltwater crocodiles swimming hundreds of miles from shore, hunting bull sharks in the deep ocean. There's almost nowhere they can't go. The hunter's toolkit. Now let's talk about how they actually hunt, because this is where things get really interesting. You might think crocodiles rely mostly on their eyes. But here's the thing, they hunt in murky water, sometimes in complete darkness. So how do they find their prey? The answer is covering their entire body. If you look closely at a crocodile's skin, you'll see thousands of tiny dark dots. These are called integumentary sense organs, or ISOs. Each one of these dots is a pressure sensor, incredibly sensitive to vibrations in the water. When a crocodile sits perfectly still, it's not resting, it's reading the water like we read a book. Every ripple, every movement, every heartbeat of potential prey sends signals to its brain. This is how they can hunt in pitch black water. They don't need to see, they feel everything around them. Once they detect prey, they strike with incredible speed. Saltwater crocodiles can swim up to 18 miles per hour underwater. That's 3 times faster than Olympic swimmers. They can even launch themselves almost completely out of the water, using their powerful tail muscles like a spring. Their teeth are designed perfectly for their purpose. They're cone-shaped, non-serrated, and curve slightly backward. This design means that once they grab you, escape is nearly impossible. The teeth pierce through flesh and lock prey in place. And if a tooth breaks, no problem. Crocodiles replace their teeth continuously throughout their lives. A single crocodile might go through 3,000 to 5,000 teeth over its lifetime. But the most famous hunting technique is the death roll. When prey is too large to swallow or is still struggling, the crocodile clamps down and spins rapidly. This disorients the victim, tears off chunks of flesh, and drowns air-breathing prey. It's brutally effective.
Crocodile brains are also surprisingly similar to bird brains, especially in areas for perception and complex behavior. And birds are smart. Crows use tools, and parrots understand concepts. But crocodile intelligence is different from ours. No puzzle solving with hands or performing tricks. They are known to strategize, remember, and exhibit social behavior.
The secret social life. Here's something that might surprise you. Crocodiles have complex social lives and sophisticated communication. It starts before they even hatch. Baby crocodiles vocalize from inside their eggs, signaling to each other and calling their mother when they're ready to emerge. When the mother hears these calls, she digs them out and gently carries the babies to water in her mouth. Yes, the same mouth that can crush bones carries her babies with incredible gentleness. This is parental care that's more like birds or mammals than reptiles. And the mother may stay nearby for months, protecting her young. As they grow, crocodiles develop an entire vocabulary of sounds. Hatchlings make contact calls and distress calls that sound like soft laser noises. Adults produce growls, roars, grunts, hisses, and even blow bubbles to create specific sounds. But the most fascinating sound is one we can't even hear: infrasound. Sound below the range of human hearing. When a crocodile produces infrasound, we might not hear it, but we can see it. The water on the crocodile's back begins to dance and shimmer in ripples. These are called Faraday waves. The crocodile arches its back, lifts its head and tail, and vibrates its entire body to produce these incredibly low-frequency sounds. Only the largest animals on Earth make infrasound: whales, elephants, and crocodiles. For years, scientists didn't think crocodiles were big enough. We simply missed it because our ears can't detect it. Why do they make these sounds? Probably from mating displays and territorial advertisements. The frequency might even communicate body size. A bigger crocodile produces deeper infrasound, telling others how large and dangerous it is. And this sound travels far, really far. In the air, crocodiles can hear each other about 150 meters away. But underwater, they can detect infrasound up to 1.5 kilometers away. Scientists believe crocodiles might hear these low frequencies through an unusual organ called the sacculus. In fish, it's used for hearing. In us, it's mostly for balance. But in crocodiles, it might do both. There's even a theory that when humans enjoy really deep bass music, it might be stimulating our own sacculus, triggering ancient instincts. So maybe, in a weird way, we're all enjoying crocodile music. Researchers are now creating an auditory dictionary of crocodile sounds, trying to match specific vocalizations with specific behaviors. What looks like a fight might actually be courtship. A distress call might be referential, communicating specific information about threats. We're only beginning to understand just how sophisticated their communication really is. Myths and misconceptions. Before we wrap up, let's bust some myths. You might have seen that viral video of a crocodile floating with one arm raised above the water. People claimed it was trying to lure humans by pretending to be a drowning person. That's ridiculous. That crocodile was probably sick or injured. Sometimes healthy crocodiles stick their arms out to feel for fish passing by. They're not trying to trick humans. They don't need to. Another myth: crocodiles are living dinosaurs. They're not, but they are related. Both crocodiles and dinosaurs are archosaurs, sharing a common ancestor from over 240 million years ago. Interestingly, crocodiles are actually more closely related to birds than to lizards. So next time you see a crocodile, remember, it's basically a really scary underwater bird with 1,000 teeth. Finally, let's address the fear. Yes, crocodiles are dangerous. Yes, they kill people, but they're not out to get us specifically.
We're just one potential food source among many. They eat fish, crabs, birds, kangaroos, buffalo, and even bull sharks. Humans are relatively rare prey, and attacks can be avoided by respecting their territory and breaking patterns. If you enjoyed diving into the science of these incredible predators, make sure to subscribe for more wildlife content. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and drop a comment. What other predators should we explore? Thanks for watching, and remember, respect the crocodile, understand the crocodile, but maybe don't get too close to the crocodile.